Hello and welcome back to the fourth game here for Day 8 in StarLadder Season 8, and we're gonna see ourselves a game between aSpera and SSD. So, I am quite excited about this match. SSD is normally able to provide a good performance as well as aSpera, as we saw previous game. Of course, by myself, I am not as good as I am with two people. I totally messed up the line of sentence, so I had to come up with some kind of solution. But we have got Knaz with me. Hello.
Hey.
Save me.
Radiant team pick.
I think everyone was falling for it until you started saying that you messed up.
Okay. Oh, cool. Well, that's at least something. We have got an Elder Titan ignored for now. Probably SSD will try to pick that one up if they find it fitting in their lineup. Mirana and Timbersaw for aSpera. So we have seen Mirana in two different kind of ways played for aSpera today already. So we don't know really yet what they're going to be doing with it. And I think that SSD also is kind of unaware.
Yeah, it's hard to say exactly what's going to be. They're seeing Timbersaw for the first time today, so that's cool too. He's been getting banned out quite a bit thus far, but gonna make it through. As well as Elder Titan again. Second ban phase, we'll see if he gets taken out.
He probably will be. Timbersaw, I actually saw Sharvik play this quite a few times. So perhaps they want to have a Timbersaw mid, but we could also see him in off lane with Moran on the safe lane. We could see Timbersaw on the safe lane and aSpera trying to run an aggressive tri lane. What I'm really hoping for though is Inquisitor's Windrunner, because that Wind Ranger, that was just amazing. Those shackles.
Yeah, Inquisitor just played a fantastic game in that last one, and maybe won it for him. There were a lot of team fights that might have gone very, very differently if he hadn't been landing those two hero shackle shots just throughout the game.
Yeah, a lot of ganks attempted to be prevented, but still the Storm died a couple of times. But it's been impressive. Nature's Prophet picked up by aSpera, and I think this is saying Wall Eater, Mirana, Cat for KM, Nature's Prophet, and Sharvik Timbersaw. That means that all cores are accounted for.
It does seem likely with the Nature's Prophet pickup. They could run like a 4-core lineup with Nature's Prophet just like dedicated jungling if they really wanted to, but pretty unlikely. So looking for 2 supports as we go on. And while as SSD, they have a support and probably their mid hero.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, taking their time, going into bonus time. So far, aSpera has been able to pick everything that they wanted without using any of their bonus time. So maybe they're trying to kind of speed SSD up in terms of decision making. Hope that they make a mistake in their draft. That could always be a tactic that you can go for. We still have in the pool the Visage, by the way, which is a hero that Come With Me plays very well. So, and it fits actually with the Venomancer as well. They might have a lack of disable, but the aggressiveness with a double slow, it is very scary. So maybe we're gonna see that one. And otherwise, which supports do we still have in that we might see picked up? Perhaps a Ruby, because you kind of do need a shutdown with like you do need to disable with the Timbersaw and the Mirana there.
Yeah, having some sort of lockdown to try and hold them in place is definitely good. The slow from Venomancer just isn't going to do enough against those particular heroes. So you kind of expect they're going to want some sort of hard stun. And there's a ton of heroes that they can go with. It's really just going to come down to what they like. Maybe that's a reason for not wanting the Visage here. Because until he hits level 6, not going to have access to really a stun. And even then, the familiar stuns are not the easiest thing to land against like a Timbersaw.
True. I'm like, apparently SSD is also not sure about what they're going for, because they're taking a long time about this pick. They banned out the Kunkka because they don't want to have that Kunkka up against the OD, which makes sense. They will still pick up the Rubik, so that's going to be their hero. Wind Ranger picked up, no surprise there. We're going to see that one hopefully up against for Inquisitor again, because that was fun. Which support would you like to see together with the Wind Ranger in this case? Or will you want to have an Elder Titan support?
I was actually just going to talk about how Elder Titan hasn't been picked up yet, and both teams can pick him up pretty easily here.
Yeah.
Looks like SSD want to go with the Luna, so they're looking probably for their offlaner, and we're seeing a last support for aSpera. I'm not 100% sure who they're going to want to go for as their last one. There are a lot of really good options. Luna has some good pushing power, so maybe they want to work against that a little bit. Someone who has some creep clearing ability. I don't know. I like
5
Lena.
seconds
Lena
remaining.
just always comes to mind, but Lena's not a hero that ever gets picked, so I don't think about it.
Yeah. Oh well, the Titan's still banned out. aSpera doesn't want to pick it up. They have the first pick, so they could have picked it up if they wanted to. But they're not planning on doing it, and they also didn't want SSD to take it, because SSD still needs an offlaner. The Bane is the last ban out for SSD. They don't want to have that set up for the Arrow. Don't blame them for that one. There's still quite some setups there. I wouldn't actually mind a Vengeful Spirit. But we'll see what they go for. They have got all the time in the world to think about this one, because they still have used 0 time in their bonus time.
Yeah, the Spurs just haven't really spent a lot of time at all. They could take the full 2 minutes here to think about it, what their last support is going to be, and they have a lot of options. It's really just going to come down to like absolute favoritism. Another hero with a pretty good lockdown though could be really good with Mirana Windrunner, and Naga Net is a pretty good disable, and Sleep can really help disengage if SSD try and really go heavy push and team fight.
Yeah, and Snare for the Arrow, the Sleep pretty great indeed, and assuming Luna's gonna go first side on BKB, she will be a good target there as well. And you can also go for the Ensnare as wow, I have to sit up straight. Apparently my brain is playing tricks on me. But yeah, the BKB first item Luna is pretty standard, and you've got the Ensnare against her, and also the Song works against you. If you have your BKB very early and nobody else has BKB, you're going to be the only person that's able to get targeted.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, the chat is distracting me, to be honest, because they're talking about some kind of rating, and I believe it's the same rating that got put up right before I went to DreamHack, and I had 1,000 at that point, and they say that 400 is the average, and that can never be right, that that 940 is the top 1%, and I'm in the top 1%. Rating. Like, that doesn't make sense. How did I get 1,000?
I don't know. Maybe you're secretly
awesome.
really good.
Yep. That's what I can.
It's all an act on stream to try and seem worse than you
yeah,
are, so that people don't believe you.
Be the stupid blonde girl that plays Dota and messes up all the time.
And there you go.
Yeah, that's my strategy. Now. Totally told me to like it. Yeah, I didn't want to reveal that, but you know, you forced me to.
Yeah, I don't ever trust those ratings. They're
no, there's been so many people saying like those ratings are, you know, nonsense. Yeah, I believe those. Believe that is nonsense anyways.
5 seconds
I haven't even
remaining.
checked what mine is on this new one. I'm assuming it's really low.
Yeah, I haven't, like, apparently it takes the last 20 games.
Then mine's definitely really low.
Yeah, and apparently it differs also per day. If you haven't played a day, it will be lower. Because like I said, I haven't played since before DreamHack, so it will be very low for me right now. And I actually put my profile to private, because otherwise you get all these people, oh, at least I'm better than Shiver kind of people, and I don't want to have that, because it's just too damn annoying to deal with. So, yeah, we have a disconnect, that's why we have a pause. And we also have, yeah, we have him reconnecting back into Skype at least, so he'll be back. Let's take a look at who's playing what. We've got Zai playing the Bounty Hunter. Come with me, we'll play the Rubik. PPD will have the Venomancer for today, and snaking with the Luna. That leaves Arise playing mid on the OD.
And for aSpera on the Radiant, we're going to have Sharpik taking up the Timbersaw, so that's probably going to be mid lane. Wall Eaters on the Mirana, so going to be farming it looks like. Supported by Inquisitor on the Windrange once again, and Fu on the Naga Siren. And that leaves Nature's Prophet to be handled by Cat for KM whenever he reconnects.
Yep. And that's gonna be fun to watch. See if it was just Lucky Shackles or if he does it all the time.
Yeah, they were real impressive last game, so I guess hope that Inquisitor has another really great game with Shackles.
Yep. Like luck is no excuse, or whatever it is. Luck not skill. There's a title about that somewhere for a Hexor movie, but I don't know for which one. Luck is no excuse. I think
both of them are, actually. But yeah, luck is no excuse is definitely one.
Yeah, so we're gonna see that as, didn't they just say that he was reconnecting back in? Oh, he's back. Caps lock. Yeah, he's back. Ooh, we have the Jungle Ruin. That will be a nice one to be going for today. Yep, think you come with me. Go with me with the Night Hudskins.
Oh man, what do we have for HUD skins? I haven't seen this one. Oh, there's like vines and stuff.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good looking.
Yep, that's a two, not too intruding on the overlay, while still being classy, like plants, and what's it? A statue, and a weird box. I wonder what that box is for. But every overlay had to have space for that box. What's that box for?
Which box?
Top left of the minimap.
Oh, that's always there. I don't know what it's for. It's been there forever.
Yeah, but why? Scary. What could it do?
It looks like a check box. Like when you click it, like puts a check mark in it or something, but it doesn't do anything. I don't. Someone probably knows, and we look really silly.
Yeah, most likely. Well, obviously there's no box right now, so I guess it doesn't do anything at this point. Let's take a look how they're gonna lane. We already have got the Mirana moving bottom, so this is indeed Wally they're just carrying. I'm gonna assume that Inquisitor as well as Blah Blah Foo will help him out there on the bottom lane. So that won't be too much of a surprise. And I don't think we have too much of a surprise in terms of laning for SSD either. So the main difference, or the main thing that we're gonna have to look out for is the rotation of supports, because Venomance or Rubik is definitely a combination that can try to get some kills in the mid lane, especially, like I say especially, but against a Timbersaw it is still possible as well. With a bit of damage coming out from SSD. It's a tough one to gank though. It's a very tough one to gank, but maybe Nature's Prophet would be a good one if he is indeed going into the top lane. He did pick up boots, so I'm gonna assume that he is. Yeah.
Timbersaw is actually more killable in the middle lane than I think the side lanes, because they're just by where the trees are. And with Venomancer, they might actually be able to take him down early. That slow is actually pretty good at killing Timbersaw, I think, in the middle lane. But yeah, it's still good. It's still definitely going to be difficult to get a kill on him.
Yeah, I'm actually liking the wards pickup, the dust pickup more from Inquisitor. He has got sentry wards as well, which is great, of course, up against the Bounty Hunter. But the dust is the thing that's really gonna get the kill here, slowing down the Bounty Hunter. That should be really, really effective. It's super effective. Yeah, I'm liking that. They have to find him first though, and he is hiding, getting some experience while he's there.
They saw the smoke,
they saw
though.
that. Yeah, they know where he is. He's got his own sentry ward as well, blocking the camp. Maybe trying to force out a sentry already of SSD themselves. Yeah, they see him right now. But there's a ward right there, so he's gonna be aware when Inquisitor rotates. There's something wrong with my FPS. I'm gonna try to fix that for a second. I think this is the way to do it. Oh, no, barely not.
Oh, Nature's Prophet almost died in the top lane, but he got away. He was able to just teleport out in time. So it looks like both offlaners are going to kind of try and soak up some XP and mostly struggle because there are defensive tri-lanes going on. So most of the actual contesting of farms is going to take place in this middle lane.
Yeah, they will. They were able to get the sentry ward that was blocking the camp. But there will be another sentry ward, I think, from the bounty if he's placing it. No, wants to keep it for a while. Goes invisible, get himself some more levels here, sitting bottom. And again, now FPS issue is not fixed, so I'm gonna try and just quickly fix that. Seeing if I can make it work out for me. If you could take over the cast.
Okay. So yeah, not a lot going on anywhere else on the map. We still see Zai in the bottom lane trying to be annoying for these supports, blocking the wards and basically scouting people out. Not getting a ton of experience though. Blah Blah Flu was able to find a illusion rune in the bottom lane. Not going to really be able to do anything with it. And really, it's just the only place farm is going on is in this middle lane.
Yeah, we are gonna be having a gank. Nope.
Yeah, not really a gank, because Zai can't do anything as the level 2 bounty hunter. He's got Janata as well as Shadow Walk, so we can walk up and like hit Timbersaw, but with that point in reactive armor, that's not really going to be reliable for level 2 bounty hunter to ever kill him ever.
No, Sharfik is having a fun time. I mean, with that level 1 reactive armor, he's probably just gonna be not dying at all the entire time he's on the lane, unless the hammer is gonna get dropped from the OD, who's not gonna do that yet because he's level 4. I'm still expecting them to try and take down the bounty hunter, but I guess making him run around not doing anything is quite successful as well. But in the meantime, Windrunner is also still level 1.
There's a limit to how much aSpera can really do about Bounty Hunter. If he comes in lane, they can try and kill him, but if they spend a lot of times with these supports just like following Bounty Hunter around in the woods, it's not really accomplishing that much, and they would be using 2 heroes as opposed to the one of SSD, and that's an obvious disadvantage.
Yeah, I agree. 1200 gold up on the Mirana. Curious to see if Wallider goes for Hand of Midas. I mean, he is in this case the farming Mirana, so would be worth it, but they're actually trying to lay down quite some pressure here on this bottom lane. Nature's Prophet actually rotating in as well. It's got some treants. They look to take the first tower. And I think they might actually be able to do it because Zaya is not going to be able to stop them from doing it. Might be able to land a Shuriken toss to pull the lane wave back, but that's already done by the treant at this point.
Venomancer's going to come down and drop some wards. Can be annoying as well. They're trying to slow the push up as best they can, but it looks like probably with the next creep wave coming in right now, and they do have the catapult wave, should be able to pretty much take this down unless someone else comes down and they actually fight over it.
Yeah, the Shuriken toss still pulls the creep wave back right now, and that's going to be enough to stop the push for now. In the meantime, their own tower is under attack as well, and they're going to have a Luna there, and Come With Me pulls the creep wave away, so I'm actually thinking this tower might be in some more trouble than the other one was. Nature's Prophet teleports in, also tries to pull the creep wave away. He has also got some backup in the form of a Wind Ranger, but well, the tower is looking quite squishy at the moment. A lot more squishier than the one on the bottom lane. And with the siege script there, they have to be careful that it doesn't get put in deny range or getting denied. They're gonna try to deny it. Let's see if they can. Oh! No! They can't. Tower dead.
Come With Me's chasing, and they're gonna go on Inquisitor. It looks like he might go
Yeah,
down.
Fateful.
Yep.
That's the first blood. Telekinesis coming out to help out. And Luna takes it. That is a Luna with 2300 gold. Hand of Midas, first one in the board, picked up by Luna. The recipe of the Hand of Midas is already up on Miranda though, so she'll have one in about 2 creeps.
Midas gaming continues.
Yep. And it works. Yeah, well, I guess if one cat lady goes for the Midas, you kind of have to go for your own as well. I mean, you can't really stay behind at that point, right?
Yeah, they're directly competing with each other over whose cat is the better mount,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
A battle for the ages, to be sure.
And I mean, it's not going to be snaking, I think, because... Oh, actually, does Mirana have a cosmetic? Nope, neither have cosmetic. Actually, Ensnare, they want to take down the Bounty Hunter. They've got a dust if need be, I believe. Nope. Power Shot's going to be enough. No dust needed from the Wind Ranger. Still has both of hers in her inventory. That's going to be the second kill on the board. And aSpera, they really still want to take down that tower. They're there again.
Makes sense for them to do it, and they were able to get the kill on the Bounty Hunter as well, so it's pretty good for them. Venomancer are already starting though with these wards to try and stall things up. The arrow gonna fly through, not landing.
Does force the Venomancer a bit more in range of Sharfik, who helps kill off the Venomancer. Windrunner again with the kill though, with the power shot on point. The tower drops. 5 heroes of aSpera on this bottom lane. Wow. Heavy rotation. If it's worth it, I mean, time will tell. But for now, I mean, they get the tower, they get a kill. I guess it's nice. But they're giving a lot of free farm away on that Luna as well as on the OD at this moment.
Yeah, and it seems like they're not super worried about giving away that farm, at least not at the moment yet. And both those heroes can snowball pretty out of control if they're left completely unchecked. It's going to be some time before Luna can do too much with the Midas first, but definitely Outworld, if he can get, it looks like he might be going for mice of his own. Hasn't finished up his treads yet and does have a Glove of Haste in his inventory.
Yeah, for the FPS issues that we see, I believe that I have to only be able, I can only reset that with having ooh, arrow misses, with resetting the stream. The Ensnare still hits, but the Astral Imprisonment will keep the OD safe for now. Still going to be some damage going through, but they can't chase, especially not with that Gale hitting up on Sharfik, who is actually maybe in some trouble. Timber Chain away will still be helping out. Astral Imprisonment, Sanity's Eclipse. Timber Saw might actually drop. He doesn't have enough. He does have stick charges. He might be able to just use those. Use them. Nope, pops a Salve. Trying to bait a Rise in. They don't have any mana to take him down though. No one's there. Well, that's a lot of action.
A lot of heroes in this middle lane, but they're not really able to get any kills. No mana though on the side of any of the experienced heroes at all, except for Inquisitor, who just now shows up. So they can't really do too much. They might all have to just head back to base and teleport in if they want to defend the tower. With all these Venomancer wards here, it's going to be pretty easy for them to try and set up for a push on this tier 1.
Yeah.
If they want to commit.
In the meantime, Nature's Prophet is having a one-on-one battle with the Bounty Hunter, who is, by the way, level 6. So track golds will start flowing in for SSD if they can get the kills going. And Nature's Prophet with his Hand of Midas is going to be in some trouble here. He's already tracked up, the telekinesis there, and that's going to be a kill going away off SSD, and a track kill at that, which is a pretty big deal. So that's a lot of gold. And that's going to be an ensnare stolen, I think? No, a Riptide. Well, it's not as bad as an ensnare, I guess, to steal. Ooh, Moonlight Shadow. I think they want to go top. Sharvik and Wall Eater want to try to take down Snaking on his Luna. Don't think they can get it though. And the Moonlight Shadow was scouted out. I mean, in the middle lane, of course, you have got Wind Ranger who was visible, so they knew that it was going to happen. And that is Luna safe, and the rotation not successful.
A lot of action going on, but not a lot of kills taking place as a result of it. They're just kind of hitting each other out bottom lane though. A lot of damage coming up.
Yeah. Bottom lane indeed. Just oh, they are gonna get the Rubik. Those trees around there, that's just scary. Sprout up trees. They work nice together.
Nature's Prophet summons the trees so that Timbersaw can destroy them.
Oh, he does get extra.
Teamwork.
Like he also has some physical damage, right? With the trees present.
Timbersaw? He's pure
Whirling
damage.
Death will deal pure damage if a tree is cut down in the process. So
Right,
it's pure
right. It
damage.
does pure damage, yeah. So it's better if he gets the Whirling Death with the trees around
Yes.
them, but it's sort of weirdly synergistic. I guess it kind of holds them in place, and then he removes the thing that's holding them in place to do a little bit of extra damage.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, maybe the teleport was already going on, but was nice anyway. The kill goes away of aSpera. 3 kills going their way. They are grouping up in the middle lane. They've got Nature's Prophet coming here as well. The only one that's missing is the Naga Siren, but also she is on the way, and it looks like we're going to have another tower dropping. Maybe this time SSD will try to fight, and they're coming from the sidelines as well. Come with me, is smoked up. Ooh, Nature's Prophet gonna run right into them. Tracks. This might be a kill. Cat for KM. No arrow is gonna save his life. That's gonna be a track kill right there. In the meantime, the rest of the team of aSpera has to back off, and they are indeed doing that one. Inquisitor is going to be the last one there. He doesn't have Wind Run anymore. Gets tracked up and dropped down with this Arise, just dropping the hammer there. That was a nice kill for SSD, and they keep their tower as well in the process.
I'm really surprised Kafir came and tried to walk down that path towards the lower river. I'm not really sure where he was going, but he ran into 2 heroes and got killed, and that really just set up for SSD to be at a huge advantage and push them off the tower.
Yeah. That's just all there was to it. And with that kill, with those kills, I guess, SSD has an advantage enough to take down Roshan. They don't have any extra minus armor, but they do have, of course, the double damage rune on the Rise, as well as the aura from Snaking and the wards and the Treants to tank up the Roshan. Luna will pick up the Aegis, and I think that SSD is going to give aSpera a taste of their own medicine. Just group up as 5 and see how far they get. I think they might be able to. Oh, first BPD might be in some trouble though. The power shot won't kill him off. Will free himself up a path though. And that's going to be 1 and 2 track kills. Eclipse also going to take down Sharvik. Wow, was even too fast to put another track on. That's 2 track kills and a kill on the Timbersaw, which is the most tanky hero on the side of aSpera. That's just pure trouble for them. That's very scary. The tower still stands for now, but I don't think it's going to be lasting for a very long time. Not with Snaking still hanging around here, and them not seemingly backing off.
Midas picked up now on Bounty Hunter, so definitely a lot of Midas gaming going on here. It's 3 now on the side of SSD.
Yeah.
Nothing like a ton of Midases. Really get your farm on.
Yeah, 3 versus 2. Nature's Prophet and Mirana have 1 as well. Well, you're kind of forced to, right? I mean, that's just a problem. But this is the tier 2 tower still standing, so they didn't take that. I kind of am surprised about that because I feel like they could have. I actually felt like at some point they could just continue going on, just 5-man Dota and end the game within the next 10 minutes. But with all those Midases picked up, they'll keep themselves busy for a while. They have got a big gold advantage right now, though. I mean, we're only 12 and a half minutes into the game, and we already are about 7k gold difference. That's a pretty big deal. And then in terms of experience, the same story. 7,500 experience going the way of SSD compared to aSpera.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, SSD definitely have a pretty big advantage in terms of golden experience at the moment, and they keep building on it. It's declining pretty heavily in their favor, so They're gonna try and keep trading. It looks like they're pressuring the tier 1 in the bottom lane, and Luna was doing a little bit of damage to tier 1 mid. But yeah, it just ends up being a tower trade 1-for-1.
Yeah. Gonna put aSpera ahead in towers because they have now taken 3 towers, while
Dire's top tower
SSD has only taken 2.
And that's not super surprising considering aSpera's been moving around with their Nature's Prophet quite a bit thus far, whereas OD is mostly stuck towards that middle lane. He's come top now, and Luna was mostly in the top lane until just recently. If they get more active on the map though, particularly if they start taking team fights, those towers will melt pretty quickly. Luna's great at clearing off gear waves.
Yeah, we've got ourselves a bit of a push in the middle lane now coming off from SSD. It looks like they really still want to take the tower. Ooh, track! Telekinesis, Wind Ranger, you're dead. Nature's Prophet ultimate still bouncing through and might actually pick up Come With Me with the help of the Timber Saw. Riptide would be enough, but the Arrow of Wall Eater reaches his first. 1-for-1 trade in the end. And the push stops as well in its tracks.
Just support for a support trade though, so I'm kind of surprised that they're not doing more. That Zai's just gonna track up Sharvik in the bottom lane. Sharvik's actually not that high of a level. Only sitting at level 8 even though he was in the middle lane, so he struggled quite a bit. It wasn't really a great matchup for him.
Well, that's an Aegis down. Luna might be having some troubles again when she comes back up. The Gale comes to help out though, and she's trying to turn it around. The Timber Chain is not going to be there. Sharvik is the one to drop. Well, that's a turn and burn if I ever saw one. Mirana looks to be able to make it out just fine, even though she has a Gale on her. But yeah, you're right. If you look at the levels, there are 3 level 11s up on SSD. Happily say that those are the 3 that have a Hand of Midas. And the rest of aSpera is actually 2 levels behind that. Even the ones with Hand of Midas are behind that. Level 9 only. So that's a big difference right there. And the kills are only 5 differences. Just, yeah, makes a big difference. And of course the Midases were up on SSD first, I believe. Most of them anyway, yeah.
They got the Midases a little bit sooner, you're right, so they're getting a little bit more advantage out of it, and they're going to be hanging on to them for probably a pretty long time. So this experience and gold lead is just continuing to build up on the side of SSD, and the experience lead is pretty substantial. Them getting out-leveled this heavily, and it's 10k experience in 15 minutes, that's a really big deal. Just having all of these levels gives them the stronger ultimates. We just saw the use of Luna with the 2nd level of the Eclipse. Yep. That's really why Sharvik died.
Not to mention that you get more gold for the tracks. It's and more drops on the hammer for the OD. It's just it's actually a pretty, yeah, it's a very big difference and scary one as well. SSD is giving aSpera the chance to pick up though. I'm really still thinking that SSD could just go 5-man and actually do a lot better in this game, as in, or push a lot harder than they are right now. But of course they want to play it fairly careful as well. Don't want to overextend because one fight could just turn everything back again. We might have PPD in some trouble. Nature's Prophet teleporting in. He does have his Sprout around. And they will go for him. Tree's already gone, but the ensnare is there. PPD forced staff to the low ground. Maybe he's able to stay alive here as the arrow will fly. Gets dodged. He TPs himself out. The shackle will stop him though. The song as well. They will still find him. They will not find him. They will. Yeah, yes, there we go. Thank you. That's going to be Moonlight Shadow stolen. Yep, nice steal for the Rubik. And all that trouble, all that effort, all that mana used to get themselves a Venomancer. And the dust hits but doesn't hit on the Weaver, on the Bounty.
They actually didn't really get all that much out of the fight though.
No, not at all.
Now Rubik stole another spell, uses the Moonlight Shadow and stole Arrow afterwards. So another pretty good pickup for Come With Me. He's gonna throw the arrow out.
And it hits! Hello, Wall Eater, and I think bye Wall Eater. There you go. Senonzi's Eclipse comes down, in comes the Eclipse on Sharvik again. That's going to be double kill for Arise, for stuffing forward. Looking for Inquisitor, doesn't find it though, at least the Windrun keeps him safe for the moment. But again, the push continues. This is just SSG just dominating the place right now. They're just having utter control. They might have lost their Venomancer just now, but they got enough revenge for it with picking up the 2 of the core heroes of aSpera.
That was just a beautiful arrow by Come With Me. Yeah. Had it timed exactly perfectly with the Astral Imprisonment so that when Mirana popped out, found her own arrow turned against her, and just lit 2 kills, and then the Eclipse to help give another one. Every time aSpera manages to get a kill, it feels like it's not on an important hero. Like they're grabbing Rubik or Venomancer, but they haven't killed Arise or Snaking at all. And those are the heroes you really need to get down. If Outworld and Luna are just alive forever, that's why they're getting this huge level advantage. We see level 14 now on Luna, and the highest level on the other team is 11. That's Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, looks like maybe they can get some kind of revenge here, as Rubik will get dropped down, and looks like also a Bounty Hunter. Shackled, dusted, and killed 5 heroes, replying to the threat that was hanging above Wall Eater's head, but they get themselves a bit of a retaliation, and they really need that too. I mean, the Blink Dagger on Rubik just already shows how far SSD is ahead if you compare them to the other supports. Actually, Rubik's net worth is slightly behind that of Inquisitor though, but Inquisitor's got a mech and 1k gold. It's nice, but the Blink Dagger just shows the aggression that they can throw out. But yeah, I mean, their OD, as you said, hasn't died yet. Luna hasn't died yet. I mean, this is just... yeah. It can get out of hand real fast, I think.
It can definitely get out of hand if they don't start slowing them down.
Yeah.
Luna's almost hitting level 16, and that level 3 Eclipse is going to come out, and with the squishy under-leveled supports on the side of aSpera, it's going to be rough.
Yeah, Inquisitor, Moonlight Shadow coming in. The arrow will only hit a creep though. In comes the Lucent Beam. Looks like my FPS issues are over, by the way. That's nice. I don't know what happened. Come with me. Goes down. From the Star Storm, at least they get a return kill. Oh, look at this smoothness. I like it. Nature's Prophet dies too on the bottom lane. That's a solo kill for Zai. Track kill as well. Pretty nice.
Definitely a good thing for Bounty Hunter to be able to get. He went for a pretty interesting build here. He's picked up Midas into Vlad's and Yasha. Definitely not something I would expect to see. But, alright. It looks like it's working out for him if he's hunting Nature's Prophet. And maybe that's really his only goal, is to just keep hunting the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, I don't blame him for that. He just wants to try and shut him down. Slow him down. Working out. Wow. I don't know what changed. I'm trying to figure out what changed in my setup to make everything smooth again, but I don't think I did anything. But that does mean that I don't have to reset my stream. I was thinking about that just a moment ago. So... It didn't die. No, it's fine.
What?
Just,
huh?
What?
What? No, I don't know.
No, everything is fine. Everything is more than fine.
Everything is good.
Yeah, everything seems lighter all of a sudden as well. It's great. Though not so light for aSpera because, oh, it was daytime. That's why. Now it's nighttime. And everything turns dark again. But, oh, wait a second. We've got ourselves perhaps a go. No mechanism gets used. Everybody will stay safe.
The song actually got used by Blabaflu and Blablafu.
You can't get anybody with it though.
Yeah, he hit absolutely nothing, and that's a level 1 song, so that's the 3-minute cooldown.
Nice arrow on the Venomancer though. But they can't go in on it, that's too much. Shackle stolen by Come With Me. Now arrow stolen by Come With Me. He throws it out, doesn't hold, it only hits on a creep. Finally they get the Rubik. In comes OD though, has got a Sanity Eclipse if he wants to. The Sprout blocks him out. And that will be Mirana able to leap if she wants to. No, leap is on cooldown, but doesn't matter. The Gale doesn't reach her. She'll be okay.
So, everyone could be able to disengage. Rubik just feeds another kill. Come With Me getting maybe a little punished for his aggressive building, but it's a very Come With Me build to just like rush Blink Dagger so that he can get some sweet spells.
Yeah, and the Mirana carry is really trying to get to keep up with the farm. She has 3,400 gold. She got her Yasha as well, so she can buy herself a Manta Staff if she wants to. And I think when she has that, perhaps they're gonna start trying to go for those pushes again, because it has been a while.
Being 5 levels behind the Luna, though, is such a big deal.
Yeah, oh.
We haven't seen this level 3 Eclipse.
Look at that. Mechanism comes out. It might be enough. It's no 1 hit enough. Losing beam. 1 hit. No. The track. Not gonna give it. Not gonna give it. Inquisitor running himself out. Still tracked up. Can't hide. Can't run. You're dead. Sentry Ward goes down. He tries to do something to Zai here, but he will get picked off there. Windrun or not. Losing beam will kill him off. Snaking will get the kill. Another track up. This one up on the Naga Siren, who doesn't have the song anymore because she whiffed it earlier in the middle lane. And Bouncing Blades go through and again a kill for the Luna. Sprout up under the tower. Nature's Prophet tries to run, but I don't think he can get very far. Snaking is looking for a triple kill, and he will be able to get that. That is just... why didn't aSpera just run, right? I mean, I've got the feeling that they could have.
There were a lot of weird things about that fight. First, Snaking initiates it by using Eclipse on Nature's Prophet's Treants and no heroes. So I was talking about how great level 3 Eclipse will be, and I guess it was really good at killing Treants. But then aSpera just kind of hang around. They run forward instead of towards their tier 3 and end up feeding a couple kills. I don't know
Nature's
what
Prophet
happened
teleported
really.
out and then teleported back in to die. I mean,
Yeah, there were a lot of kind of awkward moments there, but it ends up going in favor of SSD, which is not really surprising considering how far ahead really it feels like they are at this point.
yeah, looks like Sharfik is the target once again. This time he'll be able to walk away though. No Eclipse as it's Cat for Cave that will get picked up instead. Bounty Hunter with another track. These track kills are getting a bit ridiculous at this point. 20k gold in favor of SSD. And they look to go for Sharfik. He doesn't get hit by the Gale, but he is tracked up. And he is not the kind of tanky Timber style that you normally would go for. He goes for the Rod of Athos by the looks of it. Which I like. I mean, it's nice. It's a cheaper alternative to the Bloodstone, I guess. In a bit of tankiness and a bit of control. But it's... Oh, Arrow and Song. Well, that's a bit of awkward timing. Come on, stop that song!
I think they just wanted to deny it.
Okay, well, I'm back off. I don't blame them, I guess. Power Shot will still have hit, but... I actually thought they could get the Luna there. But I guess they don't have enough damage yet.
I think the worst part about it is that's still a level 1 song, so it's another 3-minute cooldown, and the only thing they used it for was to deny a tower. Like, it's great to deny a tower and all, but that's not stalling SSD from pushing. They're just moving straight to the top lane. They're going to take another tier 2.
Yeah.
You can deny one, and maybe you'll even get to deny this one, but they're running out of towers just to have.
Yeah, arrows. Oh, it's on a creep. Coming in with the steals. There goes the ensnare. Sanity's Eclipse in the meantime up on 4 heroes. Sharfik already dead. Looking for the rest. Bloodlafu can't live through that either. Double kill already for Arise. The rest tries to run to base. Nature's Prophet is already trying to split push top as Inquisitor might still actually die from the poison. Yep. There we go. And only Wall Eater and Cat for KM alive. And I say that as Cat for KM is really trying to keep himself up and should be able to do that. Yep. Teleports himself out. Arise cannot see him. Cannot take him down. But can they actually defend there? Ooh, nice arrow. Can they actually defend their tier 3? I doubt it. Blink forward. Arrow up on Wall Eater and the track there as well. He will get picked up if he doesn't leap away fast. He does leap away. Can't stop his tower from dying though.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Tracks thrown out left and right. Bouncing blades there as well. It looks like SSD is showing a bit of mercy to aSpera. Leaving the racks open.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Leaving the racks standing. I really thought they could have taken that too, but I guess everybody was respawning again.
Yeah, all the heroes from aSpera were coming back up. Outworld wasn't even there anymore since he teleported to that bottom lane to try and kill Nature's Prophet. There's a lot of risk there, and while the rewards could be pretty high if they manage to take down the barracks, they're in a position where it's kind of inevitable feeling at this point. So no reason to like overextend and feed a bunch of kills and give up some of their lead.
Yeah. Arise with the Scythe of Ice. Starting to build towards the Refresher Orb. As PPD is already getting a haste rune, he has also got a 4-staff. Also 4-staff for Rubik. I mean, look at the difference in items. It's so big. Supports on the side of aSpera don't really have anything. If you look at Naga Siren, she's got an urn. And the mechanism is there also up on... Oh, hello Nature... Or, hello Track Kill, I guess. Bounty Hunter gets himself a Naga Siren. But it's just such a big difference right now. And, you know, normally you'd look towards a Nature's Prophet to try and create space to split push. But he only got a Necronomicon. He might be having a Necronomicon level 3, which is great and all. But it's not going to be enough right now.
And he's getting picked off here by Arise. Arise was standing on top of this ward in the jungle. They knew he was there.
That's just awkward play. Maybe they kind of starting to lose focus. As Wall Eater, losing Beam. BKB turned on for Sharfik though, who's trying to Timber Chain himself away from his base, but goes down before he can. Snaking's BKB charge used for that one. He's got a Butterfly as well. He's able to pick up a double kill and a triple kill right there. GG gets called. aSpera just got owned.
Yeah, they were just absolutely getting murdered at this stage in the game. There wasn't a ton they could try to do. We saw the Necro Book come up on Nature's Prophet. It's sort of an attempt to build towards something he could do and split push and maybe get them back in it, but with the way the game was standing at this point, all the lanes were pushed out and SSD was just going to overrun their base in the near future.
Outplayed or outpicked?
Probably mostly outplayed. I think Outworld has a really good matchup against Timbersaw.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of their mid lane was always going to be bad, but beyond that, I don't know. I think that their lineup wasn't terrible on the side of aSpera.
Yeah, I kind of agree with the outplay part. The track kills were just too much at some point, and yeah.
There were a lot of solo kills that probably shouldn't have happened as well.
Yeah.
Like Bounty Hunter was able to get a couple big solo kills and started getting a lot of momentum.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we're gonna see ourselves two new teams. One that we already have seen before lose a game, and one that we haven't seen today yet. We're gonna see Power Rangers up against the Retry. So stick around for that game, as we will be right back.